Chico. How's it going? What do you want to talk about?
What's up, man?
What's up?
I want me to read you a cool list I found?
What?
I found this list about like all these illegal immigrants who commit crimes in the United States. Pretty lengthy,
Oh,
pretty
really? Yeah,
sickening
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know why, people keep continuing to support these illegal immigrants.
Yeah, and I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder
Yeah,
why.
like this one, Santiago de Jesus Diaz Gomez, a criminal alien from Mexico convicted for lewd or lascivious acts with a child under 14 years old in Riverside,
Mm-hmm.
California.
Sure.
Wild, right? And then we have
Wild.
Orlando de la Cruz, a criminal illegal alien from Mexico convicted for sex trafficking in Queens, New
Mm-hmm.
York.
Sure.
Why do you guys continue to support this filth?
Yeah, I
Nicolas
don't support
Garcia,
criminals. I'm not Maga. I don't support criminals.
a criminal illegal alien from Mexico convicted for attempted second degree murder. Oh, and the R word. Wow. In North Carolina, that's where I'm at.
Mm.
Um, Eric, I can't pronounce
Listen,
that.
man. Listen. I'm
Zurdo.
gonna start the YouTube stream. We can start the debate. Obviously, you're a Trump supporter. Obviously, anti-illegal immigration. Love to have that conversation with you. So give me 10, 15 seconds. I'll start the YouTube stream. How's it going on YouTube? Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe if you have not already. There's gonna be a poll in the YouTube comment section. Make sure you vote in that poll over here on TikTok. Repost, live share, live, do all the wonderful things. Try to get to 10.5 thousand likes. If you guys want to support this live stream, best way you can do so is the link tree in the description of the live stream on YouTube. And when you guys subscribe, click on the bell so you guys know that whenever I'm live, and the link tree in the description of the bio. Anyways, yeah, take it away. You're obviously a Trump supporter, obviously anti-illegal immigration. So why do you support Trump? Take it away.
Because he's putting this filth away and
Mm.
deporting them. That's why.
So he's like pro, like he's anti-crime.
Yeah, he's anti-crime. He's deporting illegal immigrants who
Mhm.
commit crime. Yeah.
So if he was anti-crime, why did he pardon foreign terrorists and domestic terrorists?
Wait, what?
January Sixers, he pardoned the domestic terrorists on January 6th who spread feces all over the wall and attempted to hang Mike Pence or threatened to hang Mike Pence as well as unalived police officers. He pardoned every single one of them as well. Not only did they get pardoned, most of them reoffended, such as child rape. Guess what? A lot of January Sixers were found with CP after they were pardoned by Donald Trump. Not only that, what I mean by foreign, Donald Trump pardoned the ex-president of Honduras who trafficked the sea drug into our country, which killed millions of people throughout the span of multiple different years, and he actually pled guilty to this. So why do you support a president if you think he's anti-crime? Why is he like pro-crime when it comes to like domestic terrorists and foreign terrorists?
I mean, y'all like threatened the Supreme Court, try to kill Gorsuch because of some abortion stuff. Like, you guys pretty much destroyed LA. Did you forget about the BLM riots? Kind of like burned a bunch of businesses down.
Cool.
And
Was
yet
that an elected
and
official?
then the BLM organization ripped off thousands of people, and all the money that was donated to BLM was used to purchase luxury homes for the people who were running BLM. It's interesting how you
So
guys
what's your
kind of
source for
like
that?
worried
Yeah,
about
what's your
like
source for that? Hold on. You made a claim. What's your source for that?
the internet. Look it up.
The
You'll
internet. The
find it.
internet's not a source. The internet's
Yeah,
a search engine.
the internet.
The
Just go ahead and
internet
just
as a
look it
search
up.
engine. So
BL
what I see now
BLM
is that's gonna
founder,
be sure.
BLM
That's gonna be a
founder,
concession. Sure.
BLM
That's gonna be
found.
Chico. That's gonna be a concession, man. What you have is no evidence for the claim that you made. Therefore, that claim that you made is absolutely dead in the water. I'd like you to just the fact that you said Donald Trump is anti-crime, but he pardoned violent criminals such as domestic terrorists on January 6th, as well as violent and foreign terrorists such as the ex-president of Honduras, who he pardoned, as well as considering pardoning Glenn Maxwell, as well as he is a violent criminal himself. So why the contradictions, man? Don't pivot. Address what I said.
Um, like I said, isn't protesting like a
Pivot? Is
constitutional right?
that a
Isn't it a
pivot right here? Is
constitutional right?
that a pivot?
It's not a pivot.
Like, so
That's why
what?
he pardoned them, because they had the constitutional right
He
to
pardoned
protest their
DJ
government.
Rodriguez. He pardoned DJ Rodriguez. Rodriguez. And
Okay,
guess what he
so
did? He
what?
drove a stun gun into a police officer's neck, attempting to unalive him, giving him a heart attack. Okay,
Nobody received a
those
heart.
people
Who
threatened to
died?
hang
Who
Mike
died?
Pence.
What person died?
I never said that. I said they
And
attempted to kill him. But that
attempted.
Officer Fanone had a heart attack because DJ Rodriguez drove
Officer
a stun gun.
Fanon,
Yes, he had a heart
Officer
attack
Fanon,
because
the one that
DJ
knew that what was
Rodriguez
going
drove a
on.
stun gun into his neck.
as long
I mean, there's video
as
evidence of this. You cannot deny that. Can you? Are you denying that January Sixers like beat police officers? There's videos of DJ Rodriguez and January Sixers beating police officers with a pole. Right, one
okay.
January Sixer tried to take off the pistol of Officer Fanon, so he was focused on that. And then DJ Rodriguez went and took his stun gun, drove it into his neck, giving him a heart attack. He pled guilty to this, by the way. You cannot deny this. DJ
Okay.
Rodriguez pled guilty to this. Why did he pardon? Why did he pardon a domestic terrorist if he's so anti-crime?
You think if the Capitol Police would have been ready and prepared, this would have happened? I mean, it was the Capitol
Yeah, that's a
Police,
pivot. Why did he
and
pardon them? Why did he pardon them?
I
You're
just
not
told you
addressing the
because they had the
question.
they had the constitutional right
Wait, DJ
to
Rodriguez
protest
had
their
the
government.
constitution. DJ Rodriguez had the constitutional right to drive a stun gun into an officer's neck. Where
Was
is
he
that in the con?
charged?
Can I do that? Yes, he pled guilty. Yes,
Okay, he pled
dumbass.
guilty.
Being pardoned means you're charged.
Okay,
You fucking donut. Whenever you're pardoned,
okay.
that means you are charged for a crime. DJ Rodriguez pled guilty to driving a stun gun into an officer's neck. That is the most idiotic statement that you have ever made in your life. Was he found guilty? Yes. Being pardoned means that you were found guilty in a court of law. That's what it means.
And I'm supposed to care with how much?
One more time.
How am I supposed to care?
Because your president encouraged the violence and then pardoned and was okay with that violence, but at the same breath you're saying that he's anti-violence. How can in one
Mm.
instance he can be okay with violence, but in the other instance he can be anti-violence? That is a contradiction, buddy.
Didn't, don't you guys attack ICE agents and
Pivot,
stop
pivot, pivot,
them?
pivot, pivot,
I
pivot.
mean,
That's a pivot.
that's what y'all
Yeah, let's
do.
pivot. Can you address what I said? Can you address what I said? Not a pivot. Go ahead.
I mean, why,
Yeah,
why,
pivot,
why the hypocrisy?
pivot,
That's interesting, don't you
pivot.
think?
That's a great
But
pivot. I'd like you to address what I said.
I just told you, like, you guys don't give a shit about law
Pivot. Yeah, that's
enforcement.
a
Why
pivot.
should
Go
we?
ahead. Address what I said. Pivot.
So why should we care about law enforcement
Yeah,
if you don't
pivot.
care
Oh,
about
so
it?
you're admitting you're not. Donald Trump is not anti-crime. He's actually pro-crime. Perfect. Thank you for conceding. Moving on to the
I
next
didn't
topic. He's
concede.
also a violent criminal
Oh.
himself. Oh, you didn't concede. Okay. So why is Donald Trump okay with crime in some instances, such as DJ Rodriguez and pardoning him, but he's not
Because
okay with other crime? How can
because
he be
Demo-
both anti-crime and pro-crime?
because Democrat didn't bring any charges to
Pivot. Yeah,
anybody
it's
that
not about
burned.
pivots. No, it's all
What?
about pivots, man.
I'm
Why are
I'm,
you
I'm
pivoting?
telling you, because he's following the Democratic example. Hey, why
Oh,
why
so he
charge
is okay
individuals
with
for
crime then,
crime?
right?
Well, yeah, I guess Democrats do it, so he does it himself too.
So how
See
can
how
he
what
be
Donald?
so how can he be both pro crime and anti crime in the same breath? That is a contradiction, buddy.
I don't know. You explaining how the Democrats do it themselves.
Yeah,
I
name one
mean,
Democratic elected official that pardoned a violent criminal. Go ahead.
they never brought any charges to
Oh,
a
there you
BLM
are, buddy.
riot.
There you are. Perfect. There was actually people who did
Yeah.
get arrested and had charges that
Oh yeah.
were
Like who?
yes. I
Like
can't
who?
give you a name off the top of my head, but there were
Oh,
many
interesting.
people that got charges, the same as
Yeah.
January 6th. But
What about
the difference is Biden didn't pardon BLM rioters. Guess what? Trump did pardon the domestic terrorists on January 6th. I can condemn what happened on BLM,
You
and I can
pardoned his
also you
son.
can
What are
also
you pardoning?
me and you can also admit that Joe Biden did not pardon any violent criminal that quote unquote protested or I guess rioted during BLM riots. Okay, but Donald Trump did pardon January 6ers who tried to unalive police officers. That is a difference. That's gonna be a pivot away from the conversation.
You know who he pardoned? He pardoned his son for the Mann Act. You know what
Yeah,
the Mann
what did his
Act
son
is?
do?
Prostitution.
What did his son do?
Prostitution.
Was
He
he
was
charged with
buying
that?
Yeah, and
So
they
what's
hid
the
it.
evidence?
The FBI,
The evidence in the
hid it.
case.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the FBI hid evidence in order
What
to
evidence did
protect
the FBI hide?
text messages.
What
Actually, it
kind of
just
text
recently came
messages?
up with the hooker.
Okay, text message with
Actually,
the hooker. Yeah, which hooker?
I can't remember her name, but I'm
Can't
looking
remember
up
her
for
name.
you.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. When was
I mean, you
this?
can't
What day?
remember real.
When was this?
It came out Friday, actually.
Came out Friday. Yeah, what's the source? The title? Go ahead.
Hunter Biden. Uh,
It's be a pivot, but
was
I'll
it
entertain this pivot.
Hunter Biden?
Dun dun
Man.
dun dun dun. Dun. If you guys ever on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and once you hit that subscribe, hit that bell and hit all.
So
Quite
Senator
frankly.
Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson released records indicating that DOJ possessed text messages from Hunter Biden's potentially showing involvement in Eastern Europe.
Potentially, there's potential. That's an
Well, he
allegation.
hasn't. He still hasn't been. I mean,
But you just said he was
dating.
charged.
I just told you
But
the
no, 10 seconds
allegations.
ago you said he was charged for that. And now are you walking that back? Is he not charged anymore?
I mean, for this particular instance, I don't know because what I'm reading is something different. But
That's why I entertained the pivot, because then as soon as you said he was charged, 10 seconds later, you walk that shit back like the coward you are. How about
haven't
instead
walked
of
in.
pivoting? How about instead of pivoting? How about you address the substance? Donald Trump pardoned domestic
So
terrorists, and you're okay with that.
so Senator Chuck
Hey,
Grassley
address the meat on the
and
bone.
Ron
Donald Trump pardoned
Johnson
domestic terrorists. Why aren't you
released
okay with
records
that?
indicating that the DOJ possessed
Yeah, what's
text
the title?
messages from Hunter Biden.
What's the title?
You got to look at Chuck Grassley. You have to look at his congressional page.
What's the title? What you're reading off something? What are you reading off?
Yeah, Grassley's page.
On where? X?
His congressional
What's the
page.
title
Look,
of the article that you're reading, or like the PDF document?
It's pretty long. Grassley Johnson to AG Garland, Director Wray, and U.S. Attorney Weiss. Hunter Biden's apparent criminal behavior must be thoroughly investigated. Actually, this was from 2022, so they've been hiding it for a while.
Must be investigated. So it is. It will still be investigated. Therefore, he's not been charged. So do you walk that back? He wasn't charged with that. Do you walk that back? Because clearly, according to this article, he's not been charged. Found it. Perfect. Let's read it. Grassley Johnson to AG Garland, Director Way, and U.S. Attorney Weiss. Hunter Biden's apparent criminal behavior must be thoroughly investigated, meaning the investigation has not been complete, meaning he has not been charged. A recent article revealed evidence further corroborating the facts line of the senators blah 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 about Hunter Biden's questionable financial transactions. Questionable financial transactions. There's no hardcore evidence, specifically about the Washington Examiner published Hunter Biden's text messages, apparently showing him discussing payment for escorts associated with the company, which at one time he had a location in Russia and Ukraine. What does this have to do with like a hooker?
Escort is a
In
hooker.
2020, based on with the possession, the senators was Hunter Biden. Okay,
Read
sure.
it
And then the
clearly, dude, so your
citizens.
people could read it, hear it.
But yeah,
Come
so
on.
it says in 2020, based on records in their possession, the senators reported, quote, Hunter Biden paid non-residents women in the United States who are citizens of Russia and Ukraine, end quote, and that some transactions are linked to what, quote, appears to be an Eastern European prostitution or human trafficking ring, end quote. In their letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland, Federal Bureau of Investigation Director Chris Wray, and United States Attorney for District Delaware, whatever, said the senators wrote, quote, rather than take disturbing religion seriously, the partisan press quickly rushed to dispel any notion of potential wrongdoing connected to Hunter Biden. And quote, senators added, quote, these findings of potentially criminal behavior must be thoroughly investigated by law enforcement entities according to the highest ethical standards, yet due to your agencies and continued failure in providing Congress with answers to legitimate oversight questions. We have serious concerns about your review of this matter, as well as the ongoing Hunter Biden criminal case. End quote. As a result of the DOJ failure to be transparent with Congress about taking necessary steps to avoid conflicts with respect to the Hunter Biden criminal case, the senators asked, quote, what is the Justice Department trying to hide from Congress and what and the American people? End quote. An article published from the Washington Examiner about the senators' letter can be found here. Let's click on here. What does it say?
So why
Let's
did
see.
the
Two Republican senators
Biden
have
deal?
demanded the Justice Department to launch a full investigation into Hunter Biden's laptop, including revelations on Earth on how Hunter Biden's laptop by the Washington DM, the President Joe Biden apparently unwitting finance his son's participation in an escort ring tied to Russia. Sure. There's no evidence of this. He wasn't charged. Cool. This is all
Oh, so he
allegations.
was
What do you
charged
guys say?
with early, I mean, 2016 or 2024. I can't
Yeah, what was he
remember.
charged with?
It was the IRS stuff, but I think
Oh,
it
yes,
had to
cool.
do
That's not what
with
we're talking about. Cool.
no,
That's not
no.
what we're
But
talking about.
when I was confused in regards to the prostitution. Well,
Mhm.
it was
I think
related to
those are allegations, right? Those are
it
allegations.
wasn't prostitution. It was he was avoiding what you know when you go to the bank and you do an X amount of transaction like a high dollar amount you need to file like fill this form out. Well, he was avoiding it, so that's
Cool. Why
what
are we
got
talking
him.
about Hunter
And
Biden when I ask you why you support Donald Trump when he pardoned domestic terrorists? Hunter Biden is a pivot. I addressed the pivot. You even conceded that he wasn't charged on the thing you said he was charged. Therefore, you conceded on that. So go ahead. Tell me why you still support Trump when he came
but
on here and said he was anti-crime when he pardoned
uh,
violent criminals. Why do you still
I
support him?
mean, Joe Biden pardoned his
Yeah, Joe
own
Biden is a pivot.
son.
Cool. That's a pivot. Go ahead. Address what I said.
Why did he pardon his own
Yeah, that's
son?
a pivot. Go ahead. Address what I said. Pivot.
I mean, you're talking about
You pivot one
you
more
know
time.
the,
I'm just gonna boot you for sure.
why
Because that's a
why
pivot. You're not
pivot?
addressing what I said. That's like me saying Let's like you ask me a
I mean,
question.
you're
Why do
reading
you
off of a
support?
script.
That's like I'm not reading off anything. Do you
You
want me to prove it to
are.
you? Do you want me to prove it to you?
You keep on repeating the same old thing
Yeah. Do
everybody
you want me?
else
Do you want?
does.
I can prove it to you, buddy. Hold on.
All
Let's.
right,
My hand
good.
is right. My hand is right here. This hand is up in the air. My hand is touching the phone. Let's see. I can prove it to you. Quite frankly. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do this, and then do this, do this, and then
So
do this.
answer, why was
Do
Joe
this.
Biden, why
Cool.
did
So
Joe
over here I
Biden
have my
pardon his son?
TikTok. Over here I have a game. So if you see me looking down, I'm playing a game. Over here my
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
stream, and then over here I have my things here, YouTube, and then Fox News because that's Donald Trump sexually abusing E. Jean Carroll. That's according to Fox
I
News.
mean, when I
And then
mean
over here I
like you're
have my
going
other
off of a
TikTok stream.
script, this is like the
Yeah,
same
there's no
talking
script, buddy.
point
I just proved
over
to
and
you that there's no
over.
script.
It's like, dude,
The reason why I
like
might sound
nobody
repetitive,
cares.
the reason why I might sound repetitive is because you're using the same Biden pivot. You're saying but Biden, but Hunter Biden, but this, but that, and I have to get you back on track to address the point that Donald Trump pardoned violent criminals, and you came on here and said Donald Trump is anti-crime when he himself is a violent criminal who pardons other violent criminals. Address what I said. If you talk about Biden or anyone else besides addressing what I said, you will be booted out. I will count that as a concession, and you will run away like a beta cuck you are. Go ahead, take it away. Address what I said.
Explain how Donald Trump is a violent criminal.
He's a 34 count felon, falsifying business records, predicate with another crime, and he was also held liable or forcibly penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina with his fingers. So he is a violent criminal.
But none of that
His rape
was
is violent.
any. Was he was in charge for rape though?
No, he was found responsible to have forcibly penetrated E. Jean Carroll's vagina with his fingers, i.e., sexual abuse,
So,
i.e., rape.
but he wasn't criminally convicted though. Why is that?
He was found responsible in a civil court.
Yeah, but that's not criminal court.
Oh, okay. So you don't trust civil courts?
I mean, civil courts. What's the purpose of civil
Do you
court?
trust civil courts? Yes or no?
Not necessarily. No.
Okay, if you don't trust civil courts, then you don't support mass deportations because most of the actual undocumented immigrants have their cases in a civil court. Meaning, you just said
Mm,
you don't support or you don't trust civil courts, meaning you don't support mass deportation. Because
what
how are we actually going to know if these undocumented immigrants are in the country illegally if you don't trust civil courts, right? So there you
what
are. So
court
that sounds
handle
stupid.
what court manages immigration law or cases?
Civil courts can handle that.
No,
Yeah,
that's
they
wrong.
can. That's fault. That's
No.
not wrong.
Who's in charge
Not
of
all of
the?
them.
Okay,
Not all of them.
who's
You can also look at immigration
all
courts
right?
as well, but some of them can be handled in civil
Okay, so
court.
who's in charge of immigration court? There you go.
No, I'm
Who's
not.
in charge of?
It's not. It's yeah. It's gonna be civil court and immigration courts, buddy. Keep track.
No.
That's tracking error number one.
Civil court doesn't have, and civil court cannot do anything for immigrants. You
Yes,
know that, right?
they are held up in a civil court.
What power does civil court have for immigration?
The fact that they can hold people liable in a civil court, buddy. This is just a
Okay,
fact. Do you want my
so
source? I
so
mean,
that's an
I
agreement
didn't even know
that
you needed a source for this, but it's gonna be
that's a disagreement between
American
that's
Civil
a
Liberties Unions. That's gonna be my source, as well as
that's a
Kiefer and
disagreement
Keefer.
between two people, right? Like if you want to sue someone, it's like, hey, you
Are you
broke my
denying
window,
that
right?
undocumented immigrants don't go to a civil court? Not all of them, but some of them. Are you denying
I
that?
mean, they're using taxpayer
Are you
dollars
denying that? Yes or no?
to
I
do
need
it.
a yes or no, buddy.
I mean, yeah, they could use it, but I
Oh, so
mean,
then
they can't.
perfect. So then you don't trust undocumented immigrants who go to civil court because how do we know that they're truly here undocumented or that they truly
But they don't
committed
go
a
to
crime here
they
undocumented?
don't go to
Therefore, you
civil
don't.
court.
You just said yes. That's a
They don't go
contradiction.
to civil court for
You
their
just said yes when
immigration
I asked
issues,
you.
not for immigration.
When I asked you, you said quote unquote yes.
No, they could go to
Yes, you
civil
did.
court to sue somebody personally, but they
No,
can't
not to
go
sue
to
somebody
civil
personally.
court
It's
for
to be
immigration
held
issues.
civilly liable, buddy. Holy moly. Keep track.
Who
Why don't you trust
who's
civil
in charge of
courts?
immigration
Well,
court?
yeah, why don't you trust civil courts? You
Civil
said you don't
courts
really trust
do
civil courts. Why
not
don't you trust them?
civil courts they don't handle immigration.
We're talking about
They
Donald
have
Trump
no power.
in his rape case. Why don't you trust civil
They have
courts? You
no
said
power
typically.
over immigration law.
You say typically. You don't trust
Okay,
civil
we need
courts.
we need to make sure you understand this. Civil courts do not manage immigration law. You understand this, right?
Undocumented immigrants can go in a civil court to
To do
determine
what? To do
for
what?
a bunch of different things.
Like what? Their
If
immigration status?
no, for not just
No,
immigration status, for a bunch of different things,
no,
buddy.
they can't go to
State and
civil
federal,
court
by
for
the way.
immigration. They can no, the
There's
state
different
cannot
types of
give
courts.
them immigration status.
There's specialized administrative courts as well. There's different type of
The
courts that
only
undocumented immigrants
court
can go to. I think that's just like a tracking error. I think that's just like a you being a donut on your end.
The only court that's able to manage any immigration law is the federal government.
Is an immigration court classified as a civil court? Yes or no?
Is immigration court classified as a civil court? I
Yes or
don't
no?
know. It's
It
ran by the
is.
federal government.
Yeah, it is a
Where
civil
does
court,
that
buddy.
say that?
Brennan Center for Justice, by the way. That's my source.
Center for Justice? Who's that? Do they manage the courts?
Brennan Center for Justice. Holy shit! Let's turn on our listening ears.
Is that like a low court, high
No, it's
court,
a
medium
bipartisan
court?
organization.
Nine. Okay, so there
No,
are a
no,
bunch of
no. Sorry, a
nobodies.
nonpartisan organization. Sorry, not bipartisan. A nonpartisan organization, an unbiased organization. Right, frankly. Anyways, can you tell me why you don't like? Why don't you actually believe civil courts when it comes to Donald Trump? Like, what is the reasonable doubt that Donald Trump did not rape E. Jean Carroll? What is the reasonable doubt? Go ahead.
What's that?
What's the reasonable doubt that Donald Trump didn't rape E. Jean Carroll? Because in order for it to go to
Uh,
a criminal case and him to be held criminally accountable, there would have to be
well, what
reasonable doubt for him to be found not guilty. So, what is the reasonable doubt that he did not
one
rape E. Jean Carroll?
one Eugene Carroll didn't even remember the date to begin
1995,
with.
1996.
Is that the date or is that a range?
Yes, a year.
It's, it's a year,
Yeah.
and that's the evidence.
No, that she did remember the time frame around when it
I,
happened.
the time frame within a year. You could say, hey, you know what? That's bogus, right?
But that's
You
not
can be
reasonable
honest.
doubt. That's not reasonable doubt. You saying it's bogus? That's not. It's not.
It's
That is unreasonable doubt. That's not reasonable
okay.
doubt. You
So
said she
so
didn't
now
provide
her
a date. I provided the timeline that she provided, 1995 to 1996. So that's not reasonable doubt. So what is the reasonable doubt that Donald Trump did not rape, or that Donald Trump did rape E. Jean Carroll? What is the reasonable doubt to that claim and the evidence presented? What is the reasonable doubt?
So did you also okay, so what date did the witnesses say it happened?
I'm not sure specifically what state the witnesses said it happened. But the witness's story corroborated her story. So
No
this
shit. I
basically it's
mean,
1995, 1996.
right?
Yes, is that so? That's not reasonable doubt. Go ahead. What's the reasonable doubt?
That she didn't know the date.
She did
That's pretty.
1995, 1996.
That's not remembering the date. That's a date
Oh yeah, sure, sure,
registry.
sure. When was the last time that? When was the last time that you had sex with your wife? Oh no, your ex-wife. When was the last time you had sex with your wife? Can you give me the exact date with your
2 days
ex-wife?
ago.
Yeah, what's the date? Go ahead.
My
Oh,
ex-wife. I'm married.
oh yes.
But
Yeah. Have you ever had sex with anyone but your wife?
yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you did? Give me the
Fuck.
exact date.
I don't think about them that way anymore.
Exactly.
So
So you don't remember the fucking exact date. So you trying to sit here and say victims who don't remember the exact date, which I doubt you've ever had sex, a woman wouldn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. But the fact that you sit here and blame E. Jean Carroll and say the reasonable doubt is that she didn't remember the date. Let me teach you about like psychology here, even though I don't know much about it. But the facts is, whenever you go through something traumatic, people have different responses to the traumatic event. You can choose to block out what happened and not remember it, and we see a lot of victims of any traumatic experience go through this. Or B, some victims relive it over and over and over and over and over and over again and remember every single second of that traumatic experience. So you saying that just because E. Jean Carroll did not remember the exact date when it happened, the exact date, is reasonable. That's actually bullshit in accordance with that, what I just presented. Because again, some victims can block it out, and some victims can't, and they relive it over and over again, which absolutely is horrible, right? You are pro rape, and you defend a rapist.
is she told her friends right away after it happened because that's what she said in her testimony that as soon as it happened she reached out to her friends and told them what happened. How come they couldn't remember that date as well?
When asked 20 years later, yeah, the friends, yeah, you have to provide evidence that they did not remember the date. What's your source, or in the witness testimony where they said
Uh
they couldn't remember the date?
the testimony itself.
Also, I mean, if one of my friends like told me that they went through something traumatic,
You wouldn't
and like
remember the date?
well, if they let's say like my friend like for example today, they don't tell me the exact date. They just say something happened. No, I'm not gonna remember the exact date 20 years later when I have to testify and say, hey, like I can remember like roughly around the time my friend told me this. It's gonna be
Mm.
around the like time span of like 6 months to a year. I cannot give you an exact date. because I genuinely cannot remember. That happens, buddy. I mean, you saying that their friends didn't remember the date, even though E. Jean Carroll presented a time frame of 1995 to 1996. You are literally blaming the victim.
I mean,
You're
she's
victim
lying.
blaming.
She's
Yeah,
lying.
what's your evidence? What's a reasonable doubt? You have failed to provide any reasonable doubt.
The
Why do you
fact
think
that
she's lying?
One, she couldn't remember the day, and two, she's
I
like,
already disproved that victims tend to block out some traumatic experiences.
do victims go on Anderson Cooper and say that rape is sexy?
Dude, how much do you want to bet on that?
That's what
You
she
wanna bet money?
said.
You want to
She
bet
said
money?
she said that on live TV.
Do you want to bet money?
That what she said.
Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet money that she said she thinks rape is sexy?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Cool. How much money do you want to bet on that?
I'll bet you $20.
$20, perfect. Chat, just to clarify, $20 on that bet. And as soon as I finish playing this clip, he's gonna owe me $20. Venmo, for you, El Chico. Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. You better not be a beta chud and run away, okay?
And it's the Anderson Cooper,
Right?
CNN.
You don't feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt.
Well, I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Oh,
You owe me $20. You owe me $20.
what? She just said, I think rape is sexy.
You heard it in real time, and you're trying to. Hold on. You're doubling down on the claim. You are doubling down. I'll play it for you again. She said, "quote I think most people, not herself. She's not referencing herself. She said most people think rape is sexy, and you're still doubling down. But since you're doubling down, I'll play it to
Is
you
she
again.
not most people?
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
So you said the bet, and I can play back the bet. By the way, you made a bet saying she said she thinks
She
rape is
said-
sexy. Do you want me to play back the
She
bet?
did.
Do you want me to?
She
Do you want me
just
to play
said-
it back?
Is she not most
You-
people?
hold on, do you want
Why
me to
would
play
she
it back?
be even saying it?
Yeah, because it is true. See, do you know what CNC is? There's literally, if any on any pornography website, there is a section that's referencing CNC. Literally, some people find rape to be quote unquote sexy. Yes,
Okay,
not
you think-
most. We
you
can
think
dispute.
after-
We can hold on. We can dispute
After
on
her
whether or not it's
traumatic
most.
experience,
We can dispute on whether or not it's most.
After her
But it is the
traumatic
case that people do
experience?
find it sexy, and that's disgusting. But you
after
owe me
her
$20.
traumatic experience,
Yeah,
after
no,
her
we'll talk
traumatic
about that
experience,
later. You owe me $20. Go
after
ahead.
her traumatic
Yeah,
experience,
$20,
you
buddy,
think
go
she'll
ahead.
be talking that way?
That's great. $20.
You think she'll be talking that way?
I don't care. I don't care about anything else you have to say except
What are
for
you
the
talking about?
$20.
She
Don't-
said
don't-
it.
Yeah, don't run away. Are you not a man of your word? Are you a
said
beta
what she
male?
said. She said
Are you-
that
She
she thinks rape
don't-
is sexy.
She didn't say that.
She said, is she not representing
Hold on.
herself
What did she
as
say
most
verbatim?
people?
What did she say verbatim? And also,
She said
we
most
know.
people
Hold on.
think-
This is you being dishonest because we know she didn't. She said previously, literally 5 seconds before that, this was not sexy. She said that. Hold on. Let's replay it. I'll make you owe me my $20. Let's replay it, buddy.
It hurt.
Well, I think most people think of rape as
Connotation. This was not sexual. This was not sexual. This was not sexual. This was not sexual. It hurt.
Well, I think most people.
5 seconds before she said most people think rape is sexy, she said this was not sexual. So we know that she is not a part of most people that she's referencing. And whenever you are raped, yes, you are going to whenever you go through a traumatic experience, whether you're raped, whether you're assaulted, you are going to be wary of anyone surrounding you. And some victims do believe that yes, most men think rape is sexy. Some victims believe that. Now,
And what
can
was
we
it-
argue? Can we argue and say that that's not true? Sure, we can argue on that. But the claim that you made, she said she thinks rape is sexy. That is what you owe me $20 on because she did not say that. And in fact, she literally said, "quote It was not sexual. Stop being a beta male and pay up, buddy."
And then Anderson Cooper replied, what did he reply? I don't think most people think of rape as a violent assault. It's not sexy.
What? No, that's not what Anderson Cooper said. What?
Oh, what did he say after that? Because he even took it as she said it like,
Anderson Cooper said most people think as rape as violent. Hold on, I don't know the exact wording. We'll just play it.
People think of rape as it is a violent assault.
So you were wrong when you said Anderson Cooper said he said that she thinks rape is sexy. So you were still wrong there. So you owe me $20, buddy. Stop being a
she
beta
said-
male.
she said what she said.
Are you hold on, are you MAGA? This is how I know you're MAGA. You were like Donald Trump. You literally say something and you go back on your word when proven wrong. You were a
I'm not
beta
proving
male.
wrong. She said what she said, and she thinks most
What did she
people
say?
think that I think most people think. I think most people think.
Yes.
I, as Eugene
But
Carroll,
but you
most
said
people
you
think
said she said
rape
verbatim.
as being
I think rape is
sexy.
sexy. You said
That's
quote.
what she
I think
said.
rape is
That's
sexy.
her interpretation.
No,
That's
hold
what
on,
she
hold
meant.
on. Let's just play back on the bet. You want let's go ahead and play it back. Go ahead. We'll play it back. Let's play back on the bet to see what we betted on.
I think most people think of rape.
I was not throwing.
And two, she's like,
already disproved that victims tend
and Cooper and say that rape is sexy.
How much do you want to bet on that?
That's what she said.
You want to
She
bet
said
money?
that on. She said that on live TV.
Do you want to bet money?
That what she said.
Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet money that she said she thinks rape is sexy?
Yeah, that's what she said.
So that is different from what you're saying now. You went in the bet. You said you agreed to the bet of her saying she thinks rape is sexy. That is what you thought she said. But right now you're saying, now you're changing it to what she actually said. I think other people think rape is sexy. You are not changing it.
No,
Stop
she
being a
said-
beta male and
she
pay
said,
up, you
"I think
buddy."
Most people think.
No, but you said no. But now you're
I
changing it.
think-
That's not what you agreed to.
No, that's
not
what
what
she
you
said.
agreed to.
I mean, she said.
But is that what you
regardless
agreed to?
how
Yes or
she
no? In the
said.
bet. Hold on. In the
Regardless
bet, is
how
that what
she
you
said
agreed to?
it.
In the bet, is that what you agreed to?
Regardless how she said it.
In the
she
bet,
said
is that what you
she
agreed to?
thinks
Yes or
rape
no?
is sexy.
Yes or no? In the bet, is that what you agreed to?
Is there a different way you could say something?
Is that what
and
you
still
agreed
mean
to?
what you
Yes or
think?
no? Is that what
You
you
still owe
agreed to?
me
Yes or
20
no?
bucks because she thinks
Is
rape
that what you
still
agreed to?
sexy.
Yes or no?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, you owe me 20 bucks because that's what she said.
Yeah,
She
you're
thinks that most people-
disingenuous.
Why?
Yes,
'Cause
yes,
you're
there
wrong.
you go. Yes. If you would have bet on she thinks most people think rape is sexy, I would have given you 20 bucks. But you did not bet on that. You bet on her saying she thinks rape is sexy. There's a
does.
difference between
But
there's a
she
difference
thinks
between there's a difference
like
between
other
her
people do
saying
think.
shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. You're trying to victim blame and saying that Eugene Carroll said that rape is sexy. You are doubling down, tripling down when you've heard
Yeah,
the
'cause
clip
that's what she
over and
said.
over again. That is not what she said. That is not what she said. Like, this isn't even like about the bet anymore. This is about you being a deplorable person. This is about you victim blaming and saying a victim said rape is sexy. She literally said, and I quote, this was not sexual. She said that. She said this was not sexual. Are you denying that she said that? 5 seconds prior to that. Did she say this was not sexual? Yes or no?
So
Yes or no? Did she say did she say it was not sexual? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Assault?
Yes or no?
As into the assault?
Yes or
What was
no?
she- What was she talking about? The assault?
Yes, the assault. Yes or no? Did
So if
she
it wasn't-
say it was
if it
not
was-
sexual?
Yeah, she said it wasn't sexual.
Perfect.
So I guess he
So
never
then
touched
she
her
is
then,
not
huh?
one of the most people that think it is sexy, what that she's referring to. She is not referring to herself. Now you just conceded to that. Now you owe me 20 bucks, and now you can stop
No.
being a deplorable person.
I mean, that was a different context, but okay.
Different context, but you still owe me 20 bucks.
No, because she thinks
It
that
wasn't different
people
context,
think,
dumbass. It's the same
she
context.
think- Okay,
Dumbass.
sure.
Pay up, buddy.
So once again,
Are you a beta male? Why are you a
so-
beta male? You're a chud.
so once again, so
yeah, why are you a
she-
beta male? No. Quite frankly, you don't have the ability to talk on this platform. You gotta stop blaming victims first off. That is the most important thing. Then you gotta pay up. As soon as you stop blaming victims and as soon as you pay up, I'll let you talk.
And then two, she can't remember
That's perfect. Perfect. I don't care what you have to say.
date.
That's perfect. I don't care what you have to say. There's a pivot.
Let's talk about the.
We can talk about the Epstein files after you pay up. Chat, type of 1 in the chat if I should do a permaban if he doesn't pay up. Type of 1 in the chat if I should do a permaban.
Why? Because you don't want to get.
Yeah, because you're not paying up, buddy. You're a disingenuous POS. You're running. You're victim blaming. It's not even about the bet. I'm doing a permaban because how insufferable you are. You are an insufferable, deplorable person. Not because of the bet. Not because you're disingenuous. I knew that before the start. It is because you are blaming the victim. That is the most. That is the thing that I take the utmost importance. You are blaming the victim, saying the victim
She's not a
said
victim.
that she thinks rape
Not a
is sexy.
victim,
She
dude.
did not say that. You are saying she's not a victim because you licked
not
the
a
boots of
victim.
Donald Trump. Now shut up. Type of 1 in the chat if you think I should permaban this deplorable person who thinks victims are not victims. Type of 1 in the YouTube chat and the comment chat, and I will permaban him as requested in the chats. I'm seeing a lot of ones on TikTok and YouTube. You have 5 seconds before I permaban you, or you pay up. It's either you pay up or you get permabanned, or you make your last
I
point.
mean,
in
she
5
said what
seconds.
she said,
5,
right?
4.
Yeah, she said
Are you
she
still?
thinks
Are you
rape
gonna
is
double
sexy.
down again?
Yeah, that's what she said.
She said she thinks rape is sexy.
Yeah.
Are you hearing stuff? Are you
why,
like
why would she
schizophrenic?
even? Why would she even say it?
Because whenever you're assaulted, you look at the world in a different perspective. You are wary of everything. You pay attention to everyone.
And then that's why it took her so long to say something.
Now pivot.
Why did
That's
New
a
York
pivot.
change their law?
Pivot. You pay up or I kick you. Pay up or I permaban you. And any live stream that you're on, I'll get every single host to permaban you. Doesn't matter which live stream you're on. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to go on any platforms anymore.
Oh no,
So either-
you threatened me.
No, I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying that you're gonna get
Yeah, you
permabanned wherever you go because you're a victim blamer. You blame victims. You lick the boots of P3DOS.
So what proof do you have?
Lots of proof, but that's a pivot from the conversation that we're having. I need you to concede that she did not say what we bet on, and I need you to stop blaming victims. Okay, cool. You want to double down on that? Tell you what, buddy. Yeah. You're banned.